Mills, famous for designing Clearwater's Optimus Pram sailboat, died Tuesday, December 11th, 2001, at the age of 86. Mr. Mills was a boat builder for most of his life and a boat lover for all of it. He was also a writer and philosopher. Coming to Clearwater when he was 3, he spent most of his life in a small house near Clearwater Bay, just a short walk from the waterfront. Although he is best known for designing the Optimus Pram, he has other boat designs to his credit. Among them, the Suncat catboat and the compact sloop. Immediately after World War II, the Clearwater Yacht Club brought the midwinter snipe races to Clearwater, and Clark, called by his friend Clarky, became the builder of choice. The sleek snipes, a favorite of racing sailors at the time. He was known as the boat builder who could design one boat before dinner, 2 more after, and have them sailing by the weekend. In his self-published book, Mr. Mills talks about the good friends who often gathered in his boat shed and chatted the day away while he worked. Sometimes, he writes, there would be 10 or so men sitting perched on the lumber pile or sawhorses. I have had to often invite someone to get off that there bench. He blames the company not on his own cheerful friendliness, but on the fact that his boat shed's high ceiling, open on 3 sides, and therefore the coolest spot in town on a summer's day. My son Freddie asked me last week why some of these writers want to talk to me. Mr. Mills was quoted in an article in Wooden Boat magazine. Heck, I told him I became famous because I built a boat that looks like a horse trough. He was speaking of the Optimus Pram, which he designed with snub nose, because the requirements for its design was that it be something a father and son could build in the backyard and must not cost more than $50. Because a sheet of plywood was 8 feet, the boat had to be that size to save money. Adding a prow would have put it beyond the $50 limit. The Optimus Pram launched in Clearwater by the Clearwater Optimus Club in 1948, spread throughout the world as a popular sailboat for children to learn to sail and to race. With design changes made to accommodate the rougher waters of the Scandinavian countries, it has become known as the Optimus dinghy. Basically, the over 300,000 little horse troughs still have the same design begun by Mr. Mills in the waters of Clearwater Bay. Urged by his friends, Mr. Mills wrote 2 memoirs. One was about his experience building boats and making friends. The other was a memory of the Haven Street Dock and Junior Yacht Club of Clearwater, in which he records the adventures of a group of youngsters building their own boats and enjoying them in Clearwater Bay. In fact, Mr. Mills records he built most of the boats himself, including a 14-foot cypress skiff, for which he charged $18.50. Long after Mr. Mills retired, no longer able to build boats because of physical problems, friends continued to visit and enjoy discussing the day when Clearwater was an uncomplicated place to live, and the sparkling waters of Clearwater Bay and the Gulf were the only recreation center the young people needed. He is survived by his wife Helen, 3 sons, Fred, Bernie, and Dan, and several grandchildren.